In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 4th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Sacramento Kings versus Houston Rockets. An exciting Western Conference showdown is set to unfold as the Sacramento Kings clash with the Houston Rockets on Saturday evening. The Kings are coming off a narrow road loss to the Warriors in their previous game, while the Rockets posted a thrilling home win against the Hornets. Worth noting is that the Kings swept their season series against the Rockets last year. The Sacramento Kings have had a mixed start to their campaign, splitting their first 4 games, and they'll be eager to bounce back following a heart-wrenching 102-101 road loss to the Warriors on Wednesday. Domantas Sabonis was the standout performer, recording a double-double with 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Malik Monk made a valuable contribution off the bench with 16 points, while Harrison Barnes chipped in with 14 points. However, the Kings struggled with their shooting, managing just 40% from the field and 11 of 35 from beyond the arc. Despite working hard to secure a 3-point lead late in the fourth quarter, they faltered in the final 111, allowing the Warriors to snatch the win with a game-winning shot from Klay Thompson. In contrast, the Houston Rockets initiated their season with 3 consecutive losses, but their fortunes took a turn for the better when they secured their first victory with a 128-119 home win over the Hornets on Wednesday. Fred VanVleet led the team with 22 points and 11 assists, while Jalen Green was the leading scorer with 23 points. Dillon Brooks contributed 20 points along with 5 assists and 5 steals, and Alperen Sengun added 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. As a team, the Rockets displayed sizzling shooting, connecting on 52% from the field and an impressive 21 of 37 from beyond the arc. They made a blazing start with 39 points in the first quarter and extended their lead further with a 42-point explosion in the fourth quarter. Injury-wise, the Kings will continue to miss De'Aaron Fox and Trey Lyles, while the Rockets remain without Tari Eason and Victor Oladipo. The Sacramento Kings have not proven to be a dominant force so far, dropping 2 of their last 3 games, while the Houston Rockets, a young and developing squad, have exhibited flashes of their potential. With a confidence-boosting win against the Hornets, they have shown that the talent in their young core, complemented by the addition of established veteran Fred VanVleet in the offseason, can bear fruit. Defensively, the Kings have been subpar, conceding 111 points per 100 possessions, placing them 17th in the league. They have surrendered at least 114 points in 3 of their last 4 games. Houston displayed their ability to produce offensively against Sacramento last year, averaging 119 points in their 4 meetings. The Rockets also showcased their offensive prowess by connecting on 52% of their field goals on Wednesday. Adding to the Kings' challenges, their top scorer, De'Aaron Fox, is dealing with an ankle injury and is questionable for this contest. While the Rockets have faced difficulties overall, particularly on the defensive end, their first win of the season could provide the much-needed boost. Given the Kings' inconsistent form and shaky defense, this presents an opportunity for the Rockets to clinch a win, especially on their home court. This game appears to be closely contested, making the Rockets a tempting pick with the points in their favor. So the Houston Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Sacramento Kings play a high-tempo game, consistently ranking second in the NBA in field goal attempts with an average of 97 per game and second in three-point attempts with 43.5 per game. Their aggressive style of play is well-suited for high-scoring contests. Last season, they registered at least 130 points in all 4 meetings against the Rockets. Additionally, the Rockets have been proficient from beyond the arc, ranking 10th in the NBA in three-point shooting after sinking 56% of their three-pointers on Wednesday. On the defensive side, the Kings have struggled in defending the three-point line, ranking 18th in the league. Defensively, the Rockets have faced challenges, placing 26th in points allowed per 100 possessions at 116 points. The previous 4 meetings between these teams have all seen the overhit, indicating a penchant for high-scoring affairs. With these factors in mind, we anticipate an abundance of scoring here in this one. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz vs. Minnesota Timberwolves. An exciting Western Conference matchup awaits as the Utah Jazz make their way to the Target Center in Minneapolis to face the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Jazz are coming off a close home loss to the Magic, where they narrowly missed covering the 1.5-point spread, while the Timberwolves secured an impressive victory over the previously unbeaten Nuggets, winning by 21 points as 2.5-point underdogs. In their previous season, these teams split their series with each team claiming 2 wins. The Utah Jazz have struggled to find their rhythm this season, and they'll be seeking a rebound following their 115-113 loss to the Magic. Lauri Markkanen led the scoring for the Jazz with 22 points on a 9-of-17 shooting performance. Jordan Clarkson contributed 21 points and 6 assists, while John Collins added a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds. As a team, the Jazz shot 46% from the field and 12 of 33 from beyond the three-point line. Despite their effort to trim a late 10-point deficit to just 1 point, they ran out of time before they could complete the comeback. Jordan Clarkson, in particular, had a challenging night, going 5 of 20 from the field and committing 6 turnovers. On the other side, the Minnesota Timberwolves have displayed solid form, splitting their first 4 games, and they aim to continue their momentum after their convincing 110-89 victory over the Nuggets. Anthony Edwards led the way with 24 points, and Karl Anthony Towns contributed 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Mike Conley added 17 points along with 6 assists. As a team, the Timberwolves shot 45% from the field and 8 of 21 from beyond the three-point line. They dominated the Nuggets from the start, building a 19-point lead by halftime and not letting up in what was their most impressive win of the season. This game presents a clash of 2 contrasting styles, reminiscent of the basketball played in the 1990s. Both teams boast an abundance of post players and utilize significant lineups. The Timberwolves heavily rely on the trio of Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Naz Reid, while the Jazz feature a starting lineup with 3 prominent bigs in Kessler Edwards, John Collins, and Lauri Markkanen. While Markkanen plays with the agility of a guard, he still stands at 7 feet tall and isn't known for exceptional foot speed. In terms of a comparison between key players, Gobert is a superior defender to Kessler Edwards, and Towns is a more prolific scorer than Collins. The Timberwolves have the edge in perimeter scoring with Anthony Edwards, a talent the Jazz lack an answer for. Jordan Clarkson and Talen Horton-Tucker, although known for their scoring prowess, aren't recognized for their defensive capabilities. Anthony Edwards is expected to comfortably surpass his scoring average of 25 points against this backdrop. The Timberwolves benefit from Gobert's presence inside, ranking 2nd in the league in defensive efficiency, allowing just 108 points per 100 possessions. The Utah Jazz's performances this season have been underwhelming, compounded by their recent narrow loss to the Magic. In contrast, the Timberwolves enter this contest riding a wave of momentum following their substantial victory over the defending champion Nuggets. The Jazz haven't fared well against strong opponents and have faced defensive challenges overall. These issues often persist on the road. The Timberwolves, on the other hand, remain undefeated at home this season and possess an extra offensive gear they can access. Furthermore, they have demonstrated respectable defensive capabilities. Considering the current form and talent disparity with the Timberwolves at home, they appear to be the more attractive pick. Although the spread is somewhat substantial, it favors the Timberwolves, who are currently in better form. So the Minnesota Timberwolves to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Utah has consistently hit the over in 5 of their 6 games this season. Their tendency to surpass the projected total isn't solely due to the scoring prowess of players like Markkanen, Clarkson, and Collins, but is more attributable to their struggles on the defensive end. The Jazz currently rank 24th in defensive efficiency, making them a relatively weak defensive team. Their defensive possessions are executed with haste, ranking 6th in the league in terms of pace, with an average of just 13.9 seconds per play. This fast tempo is a result of their opponents quickly finding their desired shots. A look at the starting lineup reveals a lack of strong defensive players. While Clarkson and Markkanen are known for their scoring abilities, Collins, despite being a great athlete, doesn't excel in perimeter defense, and Kessler Edwards, though tenacious, lacks speed. Talen Horton-Tucker possesses the most potential as a high-level defender, but he faces a tough challenge in trying to contain Anthony Edwards. The Timberwolves have managed to score at least 106 points in their last 3 games, indicating a high-scoring trend for both teams. Considering these factors, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Chicago Bulls versus Denver Nuggets. An interconference matchup is set to unfold as two teams take to the hardwood in pursuit of victory in the Mile High City. The Chicago Bulls embark on a road trip to face the Denver Nuggets on Saturday night. The Bulls are in the midst of a back-to-back situation, having played against the Brooklyn Nets at home on Friday. In their most recent game, Chicago was defeated 114-105 on the road by the Dallas Mavericks, failing to cover the 3.5-point spread. The Nuggets, also facing a back-to-back situation, took on the Dallas Mavericks at home on Friday night. Unfortunately, they succumbed to a 110-89 loss against the Minnesota Timberwolves in their previous contest as 2-point favorites. In their overall regular season series, the Nuggets maintain a 56-43 advantage, though the Bulls secured a 117-96 road victory in their most recent encounter on March 8, 2023. The Chicago Bulls have hit a rough patch early in the season, losing 4 of their first 6 games. They are determined to bounce back after falling just short against the Brooklyn Nets in a 109-107 loss the previous night. DeMar DeRozan led the Bulls with 24 points, while Zach LaVine added 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Kobe White contributed 18 points to the team's efforts. Chicago shot 48% from the field and connected on 11 of 28 three-point attempts. The Bulls managed to stay competitive with the Nets in a closely contested match, but faltered when they struggled offensively in the final 157, scoring just 3 points, allowing the Nets to steal the game. On the other side, the Denver Nuggets have posted an impressive start to their season, winning 5 of their first 6 games. Their dominant form is highlighted by their most recent performance, where they secured a 125-114 home victory against the Dallas Mavericks. Nikola Jokic was the standout player, recording 33 points, 14 rebounds, and 9 assists on 1-4 of 1-6 shooting. Michael Porter Jr. contributed 24 points and 9 rebounds, while Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray each added 18 points. The Nuggets shot an impressive 52% from the field and knocked down 13 of 33-point attempts. They initiated their victory with a strong first quarter, accumulating 40 points and securing an early lead that they managed to maintain throughout the game. Both teams find themselves in a back-to-back situation, with this being their 3rd game in 4 nights. Fatigue could play a significant role, and there's a possibility that star players may be rested, which could alter the dynamics of the game. Nevertheless, the Denver Nuggets, as the reigning champions and led by one of the top players in the league in Jokic, boast a solid all-around game. Denver has been robust defensively, is highly efficient on the offensive end, and possesses superior talent compared to the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have grappled with inconsistent shooting this season. In terms of rest, both teams are playing back-to-back games. However, the Nuggets hold an advantage as they don't have to travel, which can be a pivotal factor. The Bulls played their previous game at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and had to travel from Chicago to Denver. This could lead to more tired legs for the Bulls. Additionally, the Nuggets have one of the top defenses in the NBA this season, while the Bulls have struggled offensively and with their shooting. It's worth noting that last season, the Nuggets held an 8-4 against the spread record on no rest, while the Bulls stood at 6-8-1. The Nuggets' formidable defense should pose a significant challenge for the Bulls. While the point spread is substantial, it favors the Nuggets, who have exhibited superior form. So the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Chicago has demonstrated a tendency to surpass the projected total, as evidenced by their 3-2 record in 5 games this season. The Bulls currently stand 4th in the league in turnovers per game, averaging 12.8 turnovers per contest. Furthermore, Chicago ranks last in the league in terms of pace, with an average of 97.3 possessions per game this season. Denver, on the other hand, has consistently hit the under, with a 5-0 record in their games entering Friday night. The Nuggets are ranked 12th in the league in turnovers, committing an average of 14.6 turnovers per game this season. Denver tends to play at a slow pace, ranking 24th in the league with 98.7 possessions per night. Given that both teams are on a back-to-back schedule, and the Friday game was in postseason and season tournament matchup, there's a possibility of players being rested. Denver's exceptional defense to start the season, combined with Chicago's offensive struggles, could lead to a lower scoring game. The Nuggets, not having to travel, hold a significant advantage. The Chicago Bulls have faced numerous challenges lately and are playing their second game of a back-to-back set after a narrow loss to the Nets on Friday. In contrast, the Nuggets rebounded from their first loss of the season with a convincing win over the Mavericks the previous night, and they are expected to continue their strong form. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.